Is that clear enough?
I think so.
Just in case it wasn't, there we go. Spoiler alert. So, after 50 days, travelling more than 9,000 miles around 6 countries, the winners of Race Across the World 2024 have been announced.
So the final 4 teams made their way from Sapporo in Japan to Lombok in Indonesia without using smartphones, credit cards or the internet. So if you haven't watched the final, this is your last chance to look away.
Because in a short while, we will be talking to this year's winners in just a few moments. First, here are some of the best bits of the journey.
20-year-olds, Alfie and Owen.
I think we can win.
I think we will win.
Whoa, confident. Don't drop it.
30 quid there.
+1. It's really damn good.
Like, it's really nice.
It is really, it's so tender. Probably the best beef I've ever had. That was 1,000 yen right there. Is it worth the money though?
No, it's not.
If it comes down to a foot race, we know who's winning.
No.
Let's just hope he's a quick driver. Knowing Alfie, he probably thought at some point about, you know, the bus this afternoon. But for the most part, it looked like he was enjoying it.
One of the last things that we'll do without the race in mind. So spending time in Indonesia with my best mate, doing surfing in an opportunity of a lifetime is incredible.
I'm not saying that we've held on to our 24-hour lead, but I'd be shocked if anyone has cut it down by any more than, like, 12 hours. I have just kind of forgotten about the fact that we do need to get to checkpoint today, and if we don't, then it is a disaster. I've also forgotten that we might need to spend £110 on a taxi. I've also forgotten that I might die, and it won't matter.
Well, delighted to say Alfie and Owen, the winners, are here with us this morning. Good morning to you.
Morning.
Morning.
Do you know what? Owen, you were saying a moment ago, be careful with us. We haven't done much of this, but you spent, what, months with cameras right in your face?
Live TV, though, it's a different ball game. You can mess up, you can sway, do whatever, and it won't matter. But here, you've got to be on the ball.
And you two have had to keep this secret for quite a long time.
That's just been a nightmare. Like trying to, obviously, because everyone wants to know, everyone's coming up to you wanting to know. But not only could we not say, but we also didn't want to say because it kind of had that authenticity to it.
So you must have told someone. You must have told your parents.
Told my parents. I needed to let it out to someone. There's no way I could have gone like.
It was
5
closest
months
family,
Yeah.
and maybe 1 or 2 friends.
So were friends kind of on like the phone going, did you?
Oh yeah, every day.
Yeah.
Really?
Every day, yeah. Everyone
Absolutely.
And so what was your kind of strategy, the kind of poker face, or because people try to catch you out with questions all the time, don't they? What would be kind of the strategy?
Do you know what? It was easier as it was coming out because then loads more people were coming up to us and we're just batting it away. Like,
Yeah, used to it.
to
You
wait.
just get to say no. You'll have to watch out.
Yeah.
Or just say we come third or something.
You are both very young. What are you 20? You're still 20 now, are you?
Both 21.
Both 21.
Just 21. So what was slightly different about you as a pairing was that you are mates, aren't you? Friends. Whereas often we've seen people who are one way or another related to one another, husband and wife or siblings or parents with children. Did that make it significantly different, do you think?
We dealt with it so much better than I thought we ever would. I mean, we had a little bit of a wobble in episode 1.
Like, go on, explain to people, like what? What was the wobble? What that consist of?
Well, my head was just permanently in space.
Yeah, as for the rest of the race it was. And we kind of just, after leg 1, we kind of knew what the gist was, like what to do. We just kind of hashed it out. Like, not an argument or anything, just kind of got it clear what each other wanted and then went from there. We said we'll be open and, yeah.
So what were your roles? You know, like someone usually takes organiser, the other ones are like keep it fun, jokes, or keep it light, or problem fixer. What were your roles?
I was the sarcastic, stressy, losing person. And then he was the
calm. Everything will be fine. Don't worry, we'll get there.
And did that reflect your relationship in real life?
Yes.
Definitely, 100%.
Because how long have you known each other?
10 years now.
Since year 7 at school, so yeah, it's been a while.
Because it's quite a difficult thing travelling with friends for that amount of time.
Yeah.
Friendships can break down. Family you live with all the time anyway. Do you know what I mean?
I thought we'd have an argument. Like, I was expecting a massive bust up at some point, but it didn't happen as I
We did say if we're going to do it, then we're going to do it.
We'll have a proper fist fight,
it's going to end up in the Daily Mail or something if we are going to do it. But
Do you know
I'm glad you didn't.
the thing that you must be aware of, and you presumably knew it going into it, is part of the reason people love this program is you go to amazing places and you kind of see them. But a big part of it is we get to look at people's relationships. And we learn about them. And that's quite a big deal for you. You were very young to take on board the idea that people are going to be kind of judging you is a bit harsh, but they're kind of looking at you and trying to work you guys out.
Scrutinising us.
Is that comfortable?
I wouldn't say it was uncomfortable or comfortable. It's like I just wanted to get out our relationship as authentic as it was. Like I didn't want to put anything on. I wanted it to be as it is, and I think that's what came across on the show really well. So I think we got across exactly what we wanted to do.
You went to some amazing places.
Yeah, we did. That's the kind of thing that we have to take away from it is that, the finish line is just. Yeah, that was when we went surfing
Indonesia.
That was an incredible day.
There we go.
Look at you go. Look at you go. Meanwhile, I'm just here we go. No. We went to that was obviously the most incredible part is that, we went to some places that we're very aware that some people will never get to, and we
had such a good route.
Yeah, and we've got to be eternally grateful for that.
Yeah. In terms of when you. For anyone who doesn't know, you are aware of how close the other teams are to you, or that because I just feel I watch racing games around the world, and you think this looks lovely, lots of lovely places, but for me, there's just that constant pressure of being ahead, like you're just being chased.
Yeah, I think
it feels quite unnerving.
You only know, like obviously, if you see them on the route, you're going to know that they're with you. When you get to the checkpoint, you find out where people are, like in relation to you, how far ahead or behind you are. But yeah, you are kind of got that sense of, we're going to get on this boat and, Eugenie and Isabel are going to be there. You've always got that pressure in the back of your mind, but you just got to forget about it, really.
And for those people that don't know, what is it? You get a budget, don't you? Was it £1,390
per
person?
Yeah.
For the whole of the trip. Which, bearing in mind the distances you cover,
no phones, no
nothing.
GPS.
Yeah.
So who's the money guy in the equation? Because obviously you have to make some difficult decisions about when and how to spend money.
Money was. Do you know what? Actually, considering how bad I was at losing things, money was like.
I think you were
quite good.
You were pretty good at counting it, like currency conversion. There was a few times like
my maths.
Your maths, actually, that wasn't so good at the start when you got it wrong. But yeah, I think he kind of kept count a lot of the time. I was a bit more relaxed with it. But when it came to making decisions on what we're spending money on, it was.
We were kind of always on the same page.
Yeah.
Did you lose things? You said.
Yeah.
What? Like what?
We lost the map on day 2.
Oh, I remember seeing that. That was bad.
Right.
Travelling across the world.
Did you not just think, right, you're never getting to hold the map again?
I was like, he's never going to hold anything again. The amount of times I had to pick up his water bottle, that's ridiculous. Like, he just leaves stuff everywhere. It's like a child.
Does it leave you just now, young men as you are, just wanted to go straight away, do another trip somewhere?
Well, to be honest, since coming back, I kind of have just gone. I just kept going.
Yeah, you haven't been here. I've liked keeping my feet on the ground for a while, but in September I'm going back to Asia, doing it all again.
Good for you.
Can't not.
Good for you.
Wow. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Glad you're still friends.
It's all right.
Just
survived. You can watch every episode of Race Across the World on BBC iPlayer now.